Hi, my name is Caroline McMullen, and the tourist destination I went to is Lichgate on High Road. Lichgate is a tree up on High Road that was found by Laura Jepson, who was a Florida State English professor from 1946 to 1978. She found the tree because in her spare time she would wander around the miles around Florida State, which was then the Florida State College for Women. When she came upon the tree, she described it as majestic and decided that at that exact moment that it would be her home. She went to the bank to get money to build her house there, but since she was an unmarried woman in 1951, they said no. She ended up borrowing $5,000 from one of her friends and started work on her English tutor-style cottage, which she took inspiration from after seeing a replica at a museum in St. Petersburg. She filed a gender discrimination suit with the university in 1972 and used that money to continue to work on her house and to help start the Leon County Humane Society and the Tallahassee Audubon Society. In 2005, the property was being sold to a developer, but at the very last second, some of her former students came together and formed a nonprofit so that they could buy the property from the developer and preserve it. These days they host festivals for children, for adults, authors. They mostly do weddings. It's a beautiful sight to have pictures taken and to have a picnic on a Saturday afternoon, but it is just a tree. The cottage is still standing and is the only exact English tutor replica on the Western Hemisphere besides the one in St. Petersburg. And they claim to give tours on the weekends, but it turns out that they only give tours a few times a year during very special events. They do have outreach programs, and the local 4-H come and have cultivated a community garden that they send to the food pantry. They send a harvest to the food pantry, and volunteers can come and work there, but it's not exactly as lively as the website leads you to believe it is, and I was severely disappointed with the lack of activity going on. I went on a Saturday afternoon and I expected there to be a lot of family members there enjoying the space, and I understand that it's pretty rare in Tallahassee to find something like that so close to the city, but I expected more people to know about it and for the nonprofit, which is called the Laura Jepson Institute, to really do their part in marketing and getting the word out about it. I was disappointed that the upkeep of the cottage wasn't sufficient to the point where there were enough volunteers to give tours every weekend, but I understand that with an all-volunteer organization it can be hard to organize people every single weekend. The area is really nice to wander around and it's very peaceful and invites thought. So I would definitely still recommend going there, but you shouldn't set your expectations too high. Right now I know there's controversy on the board of the Laura Jepson Institute because one family has recently taken over all of the board positions and then closed the board meetings to the public. So maybe get to Lichgate before it's not there any longer.